Alright, so I decided I'm going to do a playthrough of Dream Daddy, and I've never streamed anything before, so I don't plan on editing anything, because as Sweet Brown said, ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm just going to go in, and we're going to start right away. And I didn't actually think I was going to like this game a lot, but then I got it, and I really, really love it. It's really fun. Although I'll admit I don't like the beeping as the text types. It's really annoying to me. And I'm going to try and play this through as naturally as possible. So things that I personally would choose if I was in this situation is what I'm going to go for here. So I would go pretend to be dead because that's fun, right? So we're spooning a moving box, which, I don't know, it's like half sexy, maybe, and half really, really pathetic at the same time. What I want to know is why is he sleeping on the floor? Like, could they not just get like a pallet of blankets to put on the floor? Like, where did she sleep? Did she sleep on the floor too? Like, I have so many questions just from the beginning. Alright, so now we get to actually visually design our dad, and I'm just going to choose the same sort of template that I always use.
Build that dad.
I'll be honest, I really think the Build That Dad needs an overhaul. Like, compared to the actual dads in the game, it looks so underwhelming. But, let's see here. I want to say that's about the skin tone I like to go for. Get a nice big head, you know. So I like this hair down here. I think it looks pretty nice. And I'm going to give him some pre-graying, because that's what my dad's one does. He's maybe about 42, pre-graying hair, but he looks pretty suave. They don't have a lot of good eyes in my opinion, so most of the eyes like this look pretty fucked up. They went way too cartoony with it. So I usually like to do this eye in a nice greenish color. For the nose, the noses are actually maybe one of the better things because they have a good variety. I usually go for this one. The mouths are a complete disappointment. There's not a single good mouth in this whole thing. I mean, look at how... Okay, that one's okay. But most of them are pretty bad. Like that it looks so cheesy. So usually I just do this mouth. It's pretty basic. The brows are pretty good. I don't think they have enough of them, but they're generally alright. I usually like to go for this one and match the color. And then the facial hair, I like to go for this one. They really need to expand the facial hair in my opinion, because I don't think it's well done. They need to have way more options. And I've always liked glasses, so my dad's going to have a nice pair of silver frames. He's definitely going to have some earrings, or just an earring rather. Or he probably has one on the other side, that's fine. And the clothing. Now personally I like this one. I feel like it looks the best. Any of the suit ones are pretty good options. His skin tone I feel like doesn't really go with this one, so that's why I don't use it. But most every other clothing, other than maybe this shirt, is just so tacky. Like this, oh my god, really? That one's okay, but I'm gonna go with my normal, which is this one. And yeah, we're just gonna call it in.
Name that dad.
And my dad is Noel. I choose that name because it was a name my parents considered when naming me, but they didn't go with it. Kind of disappointing because I actually like it. But yes, this is Noel. He's originally from Wales. His mom's side is Indian. You know, just throw in some fun background right there.
be that dad.
And this is just going to be the starting chapter.
Yes.
So this part I think is pretty cute. It's mostly a ton of pictures of Amanda.
Huh.
And you can choose here whether your ex was, well, it's kind of weird to say ex because your spouse is dead, so whether your late spouse was male or female, I usually go with the male one because I just, it's a game about dating dads, why not? So I'm not always sure how to make this playthrough the most excitable because it's just a lot of reading. So I'm just going to try and throw comments about things I thought when I was first playing the game. I played through the game once. I have to say Amanda's a pretty cute kid though, like all of her pictures are just really adorable.
Oh no. Nah.
I do love the stat pun though. Communist Manifesto, that's really awesome.
Oh.
So none of these answers are actually the right answer, I don't think. I don't remember. So you just can kind of go with any of them. I usually go with this one because it just sounds the most interesting, but we're going to go with pooping the pants at the sleepover. In which case it was Amanda, and that's so embarrassing. I can't help but wonder what exactly is McFridays. Is that like a TGI Fridays? Is that like a McDonald's? Is that like both of them combined? What exactly is it? This photo is, it just gives so many feels, like it really establishes a backstory. And here you can choose whether Amanda is adopted or born, although, if you choose to go the route of a same-sex spouse, then technically she's going to be adopted either way. But I usually go with born because I like to think that maybe they had a surrogate or something. So I kind of wish we knew what the late spouse was like, because they seem like a really cool person. So I'm trying not to go through the text too fast, but it might happen.
Huh. Ah. Hmm?
Oh, how exciting! The new house features multiple places to sleep.
Heh. Hmm? Yeah.
I've always wondered, like, how often do people parallel park? Because how often are you gonna pass the car or the space that you need to park in and then back up into it? Why don't people just angle park? You know, pull in forward. So why does everyone make a big deal about parallel parking? I have never understood that.
Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. Eh? Hmm. 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 Huh.
So speaking of puns, which this game has a ton of, most of my playthrough titles are probably going to be very punny. I don't know if I'm going to be able to deliver the punnage, you know, kind of in situ, you know, just as the game plays, because I'm really new to streaming. This is maybe the only game I'll maybe ever stream. I don't know if I have any future ideas for streaming, but we'll see what puns I can deliver somehow through this whole experience.
Hmm.
He's such a encouraging dad. Like, if this were my dad, oh my god, he would have thrown a fit. So it's really nice to kind of see him be so supportive of most every action she takes.
Huh. Ah.
So here you have multiple options. You can explore the neighborhood or you can unpack. But if you don't explore the neighborhood, you miss out on opportunities to meet a lot of the dads to begin with. So I'm going to go with the coffee first.
Heh. Hmm. Hmm?
I have to really say that I really resonate with the dad here because I wonder about these things all the time. Like, especially when I go to a new place, it's like, okay, am I supposed to leave my stuff here? Am I supposed to take it to some sort of station or bin? And if I don't see one, then I never know what to do, right? So I definitely feel him.
Oh.
Hey, dude. Oh.
And this is the first dad we're meeting. Matt's a pretty cool dad. I mean, he has his sleeve tattoos. He has this neat, I guess they're dreads. I'm not really sure what they are. I'm pretty sure. Well, nah, I won't pretend to know. He has his neat hairdo, we'll just say that. His pants are interesting because they're like almost like sweatpants, but they have a belt through them, so it's confusing.
Oh. Hey.
I think this is a really interesting facet of Matt's personality, actually, because, you know, the first moment you see him, you're like, oh, he's the cool dad. He's, you know, he's up on every trend out there. He's just the really neat dad that everybody likes. And then you talk to him, he's like super socially awkward. He rambles.
Hey.
So it's like a very interesting contrast. And this game, like I said, this is full of puns. The worst part for me, though, is there's some of these that I don't know what they are. Like, I know who Tegan and Sarah are, and I've heard of D. Entourage. I think it's D. But I don't know this, and I like chai, so I'll go with that.
Hey. Hey.
Like, I don't get that pun whatsoever.
Hey.
I like this one, though, the Biggie Smalls, but...
Huh.
Amanda's right. Is it big or is it small? Cooler bands, maybe. More obscure bands, definitely. You would think that this would make a good friend, like two uncomfortable people, but usually that's not how it works. I feel like this is, you know, completely talking about my life right now.
Huh.
Hey. 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 Hey.
I don't know of anybody who would be this antsy about, you know, what's clearly going to be a free sample. Like, he wouldn't ask your opinion on a name unless he was going to give you, you know, a sample of what it's like. That's just, you know, that's too obvious to me, but whatever.
Hey.
I love that, though. The secret ingredient is bananas. The bad part about this one is it's another pun thing, And once again, I know all of these puns, but I don't think they're good puns. Like, I've heard of the Dead Kennedys, I've heard of Grateful Dead, I've heard of Right Said Fred, you know. I don't think any of them are good puns, though. I feel like there could be way better puns for this part. However, staying true to my love of the 80s, I'm gonna have to go with Right Said Banana Bread.
What? Hey. Oh.
Part of me wonders if anybody actually says baby seriously anymore, though. Like, you know, as a just sort of a filler word or a term of endearment that you just throw in a conversation. I don't feel like people really say it.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
And we have Robert eyeing us down for no apparent reason. So you can go back to your place with the nap or unpacking, and you also miss out on the opportunity to meet, another dad or two. I think just one, actually. So we're gonna go get some fresh air.
Huh?
I do like the banter the dad Sona has with Amanda. I mean, some of it's pretty cheesy, and it seems like it comes straight off Tumblr. You know, it doesn't seem like something a dad would really say, but it's cute.
Hey. Ah.
I do like its little neck shift. We shall pet the dog. And now we meet Brian.
Hey.
I think in a situation like this, I wouldn't really get mad because you know it's an accident. So I'll say it's probably just a new technique, which apparently Brian likes. So anytime you kind of praise Brian, I've noticed that he tends to really like that, even though I don't think that was necessarily praise.
Huh.
Hey.
I'm surprised she's reading Dostoevsky. I personally haven't read The Brothers Karamazov. I have read Crime and Punishment, and to be honest, it was a struggle to get through. And I read that at like 22. So I don't know how the hell she's reading this and not being bored as hell.
Ah.
Hey.
Oh.
Brag battle. And I think it's really cool that they made it out like Pokemon. It's pretty cool. But it has its limits. So one of my favorite ones that you can do is daughter. And since Amanda's your only daughter, you can switch, of course. So we'll brag about her local photography award. Now, I think Brian is more slated to win this, but you can win this. It just takes kind of some tactics to do it, but I'm just gonna brag again. So, currently, surprisingly, we're winning. I'm going to look in the items. So you can go with grade card, child art, spelling bee photo, or band-aid. Band-aid's really weird. It doesn't actually get you any points. It usually takes them away. So we're going to go with the child art. I'm surprised we're actually still winning at this point. We're gonna brag again. So fun fact, I almost skipped a grade twice in elementary school. I think 3rd grade and 4th grade. We're gonna go with the grade card this time. Now, part of me thinks that some of this is a lie. Like, some of it just seems like definitely dad embellishments. We actually might win this, I'm surprised. Like, I'm pretty sure we will. Yeah, we win. I'm surprised, because we kind of won by accident. So this is one of the most annoying things to me about Brian is he's so competitive, and it turns me off. I've never gotten along with people who are like that.
Yeah.
So at this point you can only go home because we've already exhausted all the other places we could go. So we're going to go unpack. And, well, this isn't the last dad you meet, actually. But he can be. for day one anyway.
Oh.
I love how the first description they give of Joseph, I mean, not Matt, not Brian, the first description is handsome, which is true, and but Matt and Brian are also handsome. So, not sure what that says.
Yeah.
Part of me wonders if anybody does this anymore. If you move to a new neighborhood, do you have people who bring you baked goods or kind of like serve as a welcoming committee anymore? Because, I mean, I've moved once in my life in terms of actual houses, and we never had that. So maybe in a smaller community they do, I really don't know.
Good one.
And if somebody brings over cookies, like, just my immediate thought is not to bring them over on a plate. I would probably bring them over in Tupperware. It's just, I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing, I'm not sure.
Lawrence of Arabia!
These are one of my favorite parts because it's just like, oh, this is so awkward. I love how his solution to messing this up is, maybe we should move again.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's awkward for both of them. So thankfully it's not a one-sided awkwardness.
Oh.
So I really like how they just kind of smoothed that out, because that's just really cute. Like the fact that Joseph thought, you know, hey, let me see if I can be cheesy and cute at the same time, and let's just redo it. But it works. It's like a very dad thing to do, but a very cute thing to do.
Oh.
This part's a little weird because of all of the ellipses. It's like, if you ever need to talk about stuff, it's like, I don't know, it's like, what's the ulterior motive here? Like, personally, I already know what it is, but still, it's just like, oh, that's so weird.
Yeah.
It was a very smooth recovery.
Oh.
So if you take the other route and you come home and you nap, then Amanda will have her friends over. That's decided that you don't go out, which is an option I'll get in a few minutes. But so if you don't go out and you do come home and you nap, it'll be evening and Joseph will still show up. But at this point, you she'll eat the cookies with her friends or something.
Yeah.
And then you won't get the option to return Joseph's plate, which is something I'm about to do. And that's the only option you can choose. I mean, you can't choose any other option. So I'm not sure exactly why they made it an option. And it makes me wonder because in the nighttime version, so like, you know, if you come home, you nap, and it's evening when Joseph delivers the plate, you can never return the plate to him. So I don't know if that actually affects the game in any way.
Huh. Hmm?
That is interesting as I think about it. All of these kids look exactly like Joseph. None of them honestly look like Mary.
Hey.
Which, I guess we haven't technically met yet, but we'll meet her soon enough.
Hmm.
And only option.
Hmm.
The weirdest part for me, though, is like you live right next door to Joseph. So why are we in this street that's clearly out in the town? Like, what kind of detour did we take to get back to our house? It doesn't make any sense.
Nice.
But it's Cutie Craig.
Oh.
I still want to know what the story is with his eyebrow thing. Like, I mean, I chose that same sort of eyebrow from my dad's soda, but still, like, what is Craig's story?
Hmm? Oh. Hey!
I think Craig is the youngest dad. I mean, they never give you any of the ages of the dads, but I think he's the youngest.
Hmm.
Huh.
Oh. Hmm? Oh, man. I don't know. Hmm? Oh.
Hmm.
Oh. Hmm.
Huh.
Hmm.
So something I've always wondered is, okay, he's jogging, right? How exactly is he jogging with River attached to him? Like, isn't that gonna bob her up and down a ton? And just, like, really just disorient her? Like, I don't think you're supposed to jog with a papoose thing, you know? So I never really understood the developer's idea behind that. Like, I think it's cute that he has the baby in a papoose, you know, strapped to him. but the practicality is just, it's a little off.
Nice.
Huh?
So, interesting story. My brother kind of does this same thing. Like, he's never drunk marinara sauce before. Never drank marinara sauce. But sometimes, like, when I was growing up, we would go out to like a fast food restaurant, like Taco Bell or Arby's or something, and he would take the sauce packets and he would drink them. So it's just like, all right, you know, it's weird, but I'm so used to it that it's not that weird to me. It's not something I personally would do though, because I just, you know, I'm a little bit more sane than that.
Huh?
Hey! Hey!
So mainly, she's already just describing Brian's dog. Because, well, corgis, I guess, are a little bit less than medium, but if it's a fat corgi, then maybe it's a bit more medium. It has a handkerchief around its neck, you know.
Oh.
I think I'm going to stop it here because I don't know how long this video is getting. So I'll resume with a part 2 later.